Hey everyone, this is Benny and welcome to our first ever video of Infinite Learning. We're going to share something very useful on how to use the table. In our course, we actually complained about why Microsoft gave this such an ordinary name. You would think column A to B is a table, what, right? We find that hard to argue with too, so we kind of blame Microsoft for that. And hence, we're going to name this thing we're going to share the amazing table instead. Microsoft certainly didn't approve of this though. We're going to show you how to create this and some examples of how useful the amazing table is. So let's start by creating this table. You can select the range you want, go to the Insert tab, and click on Table. Alternatively, you can use the Control T, which is the shortcut for creating this. It shows you the data for the table is A1 to B10, and it checks my table has headers. Click on OK, and voila! That is your amazing table. Let's go to sheet 2 and I have some examples here on how this works. This here on the left is the normal table, and here on the right is the amazing table. Let's do a simple sum equals the sum. I'm going to range up from B2 to B10. Close parenthesis and enter. I get 135. I'm going to do the same here, equals the sum. And this time I'm going to range it from G2 to G10. Notice the difference here is that it shows table 2, number of times my dog bit me, and that is a true story. Close parenthesis, enter, and I get the same amount, 135. So what's the difference here? So let's say we're going to add the new date here today, and let's say she bit me 14 times today. This number here doesn't change because we specifically want it from B2 to B10. Thus it excludes B11. But what about this? Let's add a new date here and 14 times. Once I hit the enter key, you're gonna see this number here, 135, change. Enter, and it becomes 149. And that's the beauty of the amazing table. It ranges up dynamically. Let's see a few more examples here. So let's say you want a formula constantly appearing here whenever you add a new row. So we're going to use equals the number of times my dog bit me plus the number of times she bit my wife. Hit the enter key and it will populate all the way to the end. Add in a new row, 14 times, and let's say she bit my wife 8 times, and that will be a total of 22 times. Go on to the conditional formatting. So let's say we want to highlight a row red whenever she beat us more than 20 times. I can add it here. 14 times is still less than 20, it will not highlight red. And when I plus 8 to the amount, it's automatically highlighted. Last but not least is the pivot table. For those of you who have used the pivot table, whenever you add new row to your data, you have to change the data source here in the pivot table. But with the amazing table, you can save this step. Right click and just refresh. It turns to 186. That is the total amount here. And that's it for today's lesson. Hope you had fun, learned something new, and see you next time.